Hello my dear students, this is Nitish Kumar in front of you. Student, in this video lecture, we are going to learn about the chapter electricity. What do you mean by the electricity? What is its basic need in our daily life? What are the basic factors which we are going to discuss in this chapter? So, with all those, to cover those topics, I am here in front of you with the electricity lecture. Okay? So student, what do you mean by the electricity? Electricity means that the transformation of energy from one place to the another place. Means whenever we are sending the electric energy, okay, energy from one place to the another place, then it is said to be the electricity. Electricity means that here I am writing electricity means that is the transformation or transferring energy. What kind of the energy? That is the electrical energy. Okay, electrical energy. Okay, so transformation or the transferring energy from one place to another place is said to be the electricity. Now the basic factor onto which the electricity depends. The factor onto which the electricity depends is the charge. What do you mean by the charge? Now here I am writing that charge. So in chemistry you have heard that H2O. In your daily life it is said to be the pani. Okay. So what is that? That is the water. Okay. What is H2O? Whenever it decomposes, what it happens? It decomposes into the H plus ion and what? OH minus ion. So what are these? H plus and OH minus. So it is a positive charge and it is a negative charge. So what do you mean by the charge? So what is the charge? If I am giving the definition, so charge is the fundamental behavior of a particle which shows number of electrons possessed by it. Means in what amount a matter consists the number of electrons, the behavior, that fundamental behavior is said to be the charge. So if someone is asking, beta, what do you mean by the charge? So charge is the fundamental behavior of a particle which shows that the number of electrons possessed by it. Okay, and if it is positive, it is said to be the if. Now when we can say that positive charge happens, and then we can say that the negative charge happens. Okay students, so here I am writing, here what I am writing, here I am writing that the charge mathematically the charge can be written as charge is equals to N into E. Okay, charge is equals to number of electron possessed by a particle. So Q is equals to N into E. If we take one electron, so number will be 1, an electron, the charge on the electron will be 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So charge, for the charge, the unit is 1 coulomb. So 1 coulomb value will be 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. Okay. So this is the value of charge. and charge unit is coulomb. Okay, students. So now we are moving towards the, when we can say that is a positive charge. Someone is having the positive charge and something which is having the negative charge. So in order to discuss about the positive and negative charge, when a substance is having the less number of electron, where the electron is having the deficiency, it means that when there is a lackness or deficiency or the lowering of the electron takes place, means less electron takes place, it is said to be the positive charge. Means that is the deficiency of electrons. Okay, where the deficiency of the electron, that is the positively charged ions, and where there is a sufficiency of means the charges are present in the sufficient amount, means electrons are present in the sufficient amount, we can say that is the negatively charged particles. Okay, so if I am writing here H plus and OH minus, from here we can say that the hydrogen atom is having, the hydrogen ion is having the positive charge. Why? Because it is having the less number of electron within it, and OH minus, it is having that the sufficient amount of the electrons. So students, hopefully you have got what is the charge. Now we are moving towards the next topic. The next topic is that what is the electric circuit? What is the electric circuit? So any closed loop which may consist certain electrical or electronic devices is said to be the electric circuit. What do you mean by the electric circuit? How you can define that? The particular circuit is an electric circuit. Any closed loop, any closed loop means a bounded region. Any closed loop means bounded. Any closed loop with or consisting, any closed loop consisting of different electrical or electronic devices as diode, it is the use for to flow the current in one dimension. Okay, and resistor to oppose the value of current, resistor, battery, cell and lots of more appliances is said to be the electric circuit. If here I am drawing a circuit, here I am connecting a bulb, so this is the bulb. Okay, with the battery is here of 2 volt. Okay, and the resistance is also here I am placing. A resistance is given by this symbol, that is R. So this circuit is having the equipments like bulb, resistor and battery, and it is said to be the electric circuit. Now moving towards the Ohm's law. What do you mean by the Ohm's law? So how we can define Ohm's law? So next, moving to the next topic, what is the Ohm's law? So student, before going to state about the Ohm's law, now I am going to give you the ideology. What do you mean by the electric current? Okay, electric current. What do you mean by the electric current? Easily we can define that the rate of flow of charges charges is said to be what? Electric current. Okay, students. Or somewhere it is also written that you can also found some more definitions that flow of charges in per unit of time called electric current. Okay, so in a specified time, whatever be the amount of charges flow through a circuit is said to be the electric current. Here mathematically it can be written as I is equals to Q by T, means the amount of charges flow in per unit of time is said to be the electric current. And students, you know that Q is equals to, previously I have told you in the definition of charge, Q is equals to N into E upon T. It means that the number of electron flows in per unit of time is said to be the electric charges. This whatever be the number of electron flows in per unit of time through a electric circuit is said to be the electric current. So here the unit SI units, let's talk about the unit. Charge means coulomb, and the time is in second. So coulomb per second is the unit of electric current, or it is also given as ampere. So the unit of electric current is ampere or coulomb per second is the SI unit of the electric current. Now moving towards the Ohm's law. What is the Ohm's law and why it has come into the existence? What is the Ohm's law and what is its importance in our daily life for the analyzing an electric circuit? Okay, students? So just move towards the Ohm's law. Students, what do you mean by the Ohm's law? Ohm's law. This law states that, I am writing here the statement. This law states that electric current flows in a circuit is directly proportional to the potential difference, means difference of potential difference between the 2 points of circuit, It means that, let us draw to understand this definition, let us draw a circuit. If I am drawing an electric circuit, here there is a resistance is placed, there is a battery is placed, combination of cells are known as battery. It is positive, negative. So it is a battery if I am writing here. So in this closed loop, here resistance are connected and battery is there. So let us suppose that there is a first point A. So here the potential will be VA. Okay. And here the potential will be VB. So there might be some difference of potential at point A and B. So the difference of the potential will be directly proportional to the current flow in the circuit. If the potential difference will be larger, this amount of voltage will be larger, so current will be larger. And if the difference of potential will be lesser, then the flow of current will be lesser. It means that according to the Ohm's law, one more thing is that here I am written that the electric current flows in a circuit is directly proportional to the potential difference between the 2 points of a circuit without affecting its natural condition. Means we are not going to disturb its natural condition, then only the voltage here, the voltage is directly proportional to the current flow in the circuit. Okay student, so just move to here. If potential is directly proportional to current, means VA minus VB. Here the difference sign is like that. So VA minus VB. If VB will be greater, then VB minus VA. If VA is greater, then VA minus VB. So V is directly proportional to I. If we remove the proportionality constant, so it will be, if we remove the proportionality, so there will be a constant term introduced, that is R and I. So here V is equals to R into I. So what is the value of this proportionality constant? Then R is equals to what? That is a V by I. Okay. V means voltage, means volt, and I means current, that is ampere, volt or ampere. Here this R is said to be the resistor or resistance. Okay. So R is equals to V by I. Students, whenever you are learning about the electricity, there is a basic difference comes, like its unit is ohm. Okay. So what is the basic difference between the resistor and resistance? So I would like to clear you that the resistor is a device. It is a device, whereas the resistance is its property. A lot of time, several of the students, number of the students is unable to tell what is the resistor and what is the resistance. Resistor is a device whose property to resist the flow of charges, that is known as resistance. So students, hopefully you all have got whatever I have elaborated. So in the next lecture we will discuss more topics. Have a good day. Keep watching my videos. Please do like, share and subscribe with your friends so that they can easily go through the video lecture. Have a nice day.